Hello there, my name is Plague and welcome to a very different video. Welcome to the Isle. I'll basically be commentating over a previously recorded gameplay. And with that being said, welcome to the lonely life of a Ceratosaurus in the Isle. Our story begins in a forest, all alone and defenseless. So I quickly use my scent for any signs of food. For now, I can only do one thing. Scavenge. So that's what I did. I kept looking for food until eventually I found this. Oh god. With that humiliating defeat, I decided to look elsewhere, eventually leading myself into the swamp. I didn't hear any crocs, so I decided to take a drink. After walking around for about 7 minutes, I was kinda close to starving, but thankfully I found some rotten food. This isn't really a problem for Cerato because he can eat anything, doesn't matter if it's rotten or bone. So, yeah. Sadly, I wasn't the only one there. There was another Cerato, and a big one. The only thing I could do was wait, nothing else. When I had my chance, I dragged the body as far as I could. I think that's enough. Then gorged myself in rotten, spoiled meat. When there was nothing left, I still ate the bones. Nothing goes to waste. Soon enough, I found even more food, this time with 2 other Ceratos. Pretty small too, so I challenged them. I wanted that food, and I was gonna get it. I soon realized why they left so fast. Did they really leave? Oh, hey, there's only bone left. Is this good enough? I don't know, let's see. Good? Oh god. Well, my legs aren't broken, so that's good. Not so long after, I found an S diet. There was another small dino trying to eat it, but, you know. Sorry, dude. After eating the corpse, the server was gonna restart pretty soon. Pretty sure it's time to log out, so I looked for a bush and logged off. Here looks good. On my next session, I had a pretty scary surprise. Thankfully, they weren't looking for a fight, given my wounded state. Could have ended pretty ugly. With that scare out of the way, I decided to head to the migration zone. I drank a little bit of water and looked for a place to rest. I was still pretty wounded, and I had to fix that just in case another dino wanted to fight. I couldn't wait too long. I was getting hungry, fast, so I got up and looked for my next meal. Then I saw a small stego hiding in a bush. I did feel kinda bad, not gonna lie, but, you know, I did what I had to. So I stayed close to the corpse, eating a couple chunks as soon as I got hungry. Then, I heard some movement in the water. 2 dibbles appeared. Still pretty scary, but at least my food was safe. The one on the back was ready to fight, but we all know I wasn't planning on fighting them. After the dibbles left, I picked my next mutation, which was Accelerated Prey Drive. I devoured the corpse entirely, and so, time to move. Where to? Well, Highlands. There's usually a lot of players there, which is good, because I won't have to rely on scavenging that much. I could just hunt. Not only that, but by the time I got there, I should be pretty big. And so I walked, and walked, and walked, and walked. Until eventually, the bridge. We were close. My thirst was pretty low, so I prayed to God and hoped there wasn't a croc waiting for me. Thankfully there wasn't anything, so yeah. Then, one misplacement. Great. I then found another stego, this time being dead, but I was getting close to starving, so this was a blessing. Now with my hunger meter full, I looked for a bush and rested for a bit. After resting for like almost nothing, I heard various footsteps. So I wanted to know what the commotion was all about. 2 Omnis. So this is gonna be a pretty long fight, so I'm not gonna commentate a whole lot, just enjoy. They both grappled me, but don't worry, this fight is far from over. I didn't see any of them for quite a while, so I thought it was a stalemate. Turns out I was wrong. They were just keeping their distance. Here I tried to use the bush to see if I could catch him off guard. I failed, but worth a shot. They applied more bleed. They were playing pretty good. They were trying to keep me bleeding, but also not letting me rest. The thing is, I couldn't really do anything. If I decided to run away, my bleed wouldn't heal, and they could catch up. But if I decided to attack them, they could run away. So, I waited. I waited for the perfect moment to strike back. I used this palm tree just in case he wanted to pounce. He never did, but, you know, just in case. They now started to rest, but I could see through their strategy. It was a bait. As soon as I decided to sit, they would get up and try and attack me. Not only that, but I knew their companion was close by. And so, I waited. Until then, I tried this. Exactly how I predicted. A quick change of targets. With the fight now over, I could finally enjoy the spoils of war. Not so long after, I hid in a bush and logged off. On my next session, I finally made it to Highlands. A baby stego was doing quite a bit of noise, so I decided to scare them a little. I then found some food. There was another Cerato there, but I wasn't interested in a companion, so I just let him be. Nothing too interesting happened, apart from scavenging a little bit here and there, until I found these dinos fighting. I really wanted to get into the fight, but this server has rules, and it's forbidden for me to jump into a fight as an outsider. Unsurprisingly, the Cerato 1. After walking around, I basically took the role of a garbage man, looking for any kinds of body on the floor. Then something kind of funny and kind of sad at the same time happened. Some time passed and I was starting to get hungry again, and so a devil was the perfect prey. Sadly, another devil came by. I still tried though. Yeah, it's not worth it. My hunger was pretty low, and I was getting desperate. Then, a Tenontosaurus. They were alone. Well, kinda. The rest of the Tenontos were across the river, and so I considered my possibilities. There wasn't anything left to scavenge, and this was the only feasible dino I could hunt. So, I took a gamble. And so I realized my huge mistake. Some call me a coward. I call it a tactical retreat. Yeah, this isn't looking good. I knew I couldn't get away from this one, so with my final strengths, I fought back. Desperation was my own doing, and so my story ends. Hey, thank you so much for watching. This is my first time trying this new format on my channel. And so if you guys like it enough, I'll keep doing it. Obviously with other dinos like Dilo or Troodon or Omni or whatever really. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Subscribe for more content, like the video if you enjoyed, dislike it if you didn't, and comment if you have something to say. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.